It goes without saying that one of the most beloved franchises that has ever come into existence within the history of gaming is without a doubt the Legend of Zelda series. These games have captivated children and adults alike for its unique story, gameplay, and attention to detail, amongst many other factors. With this in mind, it's safe to say that developers put a lot of love into this game, often leaving behind little secrets for fans to find, whether it be through legitimate gameplay or hacking/glitching the game. I've included a link in the description to the full clips if you would like to check them out down below. First up on our list, we have the Arwings in The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Arwings were added into the game by developers when testing out the Z targeting mechanics to ensure that the feature works for movement patterns of enemies and bosses, such as Volvagia. For those who don't know, Arwings are actually the key component used in Star Fox 64. Interestingly enough, the Arwing has its own artificial intelligence, meaning that it moves around and functions entirely on its own. The Arwing has the ability to shoot lasers and relies on a hit-and-run tactic of fighting. Of course, this is not actually present in a normal playthrough, but it can be accessed by inputting the correct GameShark code. If you really want to go wild with it, you can have a bunch of Arwings spawn in and prepare Link for the fight of his life. Up next, we have an unused cutscene from Majora's Mask that can only be found by hacking the memory of the game. This cutscene was intended to play once Link restored power back to each of the Great Fairies of Termina, each offering their services in training Link, and hence, this cutscene. The Great Fairy Dojo was intended to show off Link's training and enrich him along his journey, although it was ultimately decided to be cut from the final version of the game. With this in mind, this cutscene can still be found within the files of the game's memory. Next up, we have the Chris Houlihan room in Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. The Chris Houlihan room is a secret room that can be found by glitching the game to clip into a cave that is filled with rupees and a button that, when pushed, reads, "My name is Chris Houlihan. This is my top secret room. Keep it between us, okay?" The room was added as an intended failsafe to prevent the game from crashing if it ends up loading the wrong room. The reason for this room's name is that a contest winner by the name of Chris Houlihan ended up taking part in a Nintendo Power magazine contest in which he had to take a photo encountering Warmech in Final Fantasy, which was seen as an achievement at the time. Chris ended up winning the contest and had his name end up in A Link to the Past. For those curious, once you end up leaving the room, you appear outside of Link's house, appearing to imply that nothing ever actually happened in the first place. Next on our list, we have the original Legend of Zelda for the Famicom system. The reason why I say the Famicom, the Japanese version of the NES, instead of the NES itself is because the secret is exclusive to the Famicom version of this game. The reason for this is due to the second controller of the Famicom having a built-in microphone. Normally, speaking into the microphone will result in nothing. However, fans ended up discovering that one of the enemies in the game, the Pole's voice, is a ghost with big ears and a weak point. He hates loud noise. When using the microphone whilst in the presence of the Pole's voice, you will end up killing them instantly just by speaking anything into the microphone. Last up, we have the 4th day glitch in Majora's Mask. This was an unintended glitch which allowed you to play past day 3, which would normally end up resulting in a game over if you reached the end of day 3, but due to this glitch you were instead considered to be within day 4 since time stops moving and it is impossible to game over after this. It's worth mentioning that it is also impossible to actually complete the game on day 4, meaning that you need to reset your console once you are done toying around with the glitch. The glitch is performed by viewing the telescope in the Astral Observatory and exiting the telescope view right before the clock reaches 0. If performed correctly, you will end up reaching day 4. The reason why I consider this glitch a secret is because it is believed to be made possible since the game originally intended to have a 7-day game cycle as opposed to the 3-day game cycle that it actually has now, meaning that the files are actually still there being able to actually perform this glitch. Also, as a quick side note, playing the Song of Time will result in a game crash. I definitely recommend checking out the Day 4 glitch since there's a lot different about Day 4 and it's just pretty much cool all around. I believe that there's even a part from the ending cutscene that you can see in Day 4, which is kind of creepy in a way, but kind of cool. If you guys enjoyed this video and you would like to see more, then make sure that you subscribe down below as well as like the video and comment what you want to see next. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.